Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and the other ones. All of the other ones. Welcome to episode 238 of the Mellow
Fellows.
The Mellow Fellows podcast. We're a group of Mellow Fellows. Jamie being me, Alex being Alex. Say hi, Alex.
Hi.
And
Pouch.
I'm not Pouch.
No, I was beckoning to Pouch over there.
Yeah, and Pouch, I guess.
Hello.
There he is. We gather every week and we talk about,
What the new battle pass is.
Yeah, the new battle passes, politics, and war crimes.
We talk about what's important to the everyday man.
Yeah. Before we get too deep into the show and start cleaning our house, I just want to shout out your beautiful faces over at the Patreon for keeping us going, getting us on Spotify, iTunes, and all that. So thank you very much.
And little bonus extra videos now and again. You've got the JAR video going up.
True.
We've actually got a few in the pipe at the moment.
Ooh.
I'm really hyped about.
Yeah, there's some goodies in there, I think.
So they will be released on Patreon early. For the next month, a week early. So head over to Patreon.
We embarrassed ourselves in the JAR video with some of the memes we forgot.
Really?
Where we're like, what is this? Like, one of them was, do you remember it was like something to do with magic? And we were just like, what is this? Like weird science it was.
Yeah, I remember
Weird
that.
science?
Yeah, and we were like, why does it say weird science? And someone in the comments reminded us, oh, it's because instead of writing strange magic, that George Lucas movie, you wrote weird science. Because it's like an inverse of it. How the fuck would we ever know that?
Why did we do that to ourselves?
We screwed ourselves over in
Strange magic. It's doubly confusing because science and magic are opposites, but weird and strange are what do you call it? What's that word that means the same thing but a different word for it?
An assonance.
Yeah, an assonance. Do we have a dirty house, Alex? Is our house
filthy? There's actually a pile of compost down there. That still haven't vacuumed up. From when Argy pushed one of the plant pots over.
Yeah, Argy likes to dig.
Let's head over to the housekeeping segment where we clean up some of the nonsense from the last episode. Goku eats so many burgers. It's going to get us going. This is in reference to us throwing out this idea of perhaps going around Halloween sort of time and making a scary woods video. So they left a comment saying, I can't imagine anything scarier than walking in the woods at night and hearing three guys doing a podcast. Can you imagine?
That's true, actually.
Someone stumbles across that. It's this is the weirdest haunting ghost experience possible.
That's why we need to look like ghost hunters. I feel like that would put anyone at
But
ease.
what about if someone else has got the same idea? So they go there the same
Team
day.
up.
They go there to find ghosts, but they see us and they think we're the ghosts, and then we chase
and vice
them.
versa.
Yeah,
and then you have to watch both videos to see the full story, and we can limit it to Patreon only. So.
No, we should. I want to do this. I need a scaring. I need to be scared.
You need a scaring?
Yeah, and that's the only way we can do it, is by going to that woods, that pub, at night.
The god left one in regards to this Kamel battle concept. It was how many non-ripped Kamels would it take
to take on a ripped
Kamel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ninjani. Just wanted to add to the whole Kamel debacle. As a martial artist, I would say there is a certain number of attackers where once you exceed that number, they cease to be really useful in the fight, and are more like subs on the bench for when the attacking weak Kamels get nailed. 10 is probably the maximum number of effective fighters in a 1v group fight. You've got 5 surrounding Jack Kamel from all sides, and another 5 as the rear guard in the event Jack Kamel breaks through the front ranks. There's also some sneaky martial arts techniques you can use to reduce the effectiveness of greater numbers. In a 1v group fight, the best possible strategy is to always position jacked Kamel so that there's a weak Kamel between him and the rest of the Kamel horde. Staying on the edge and making sure that the weak Kamels are separated so you can take them out one by one is the safest, most reliable strategy. The weaker Kamels could overcome this by going for a scorched earth tactic, where they just throw themselves onto Jack Kamel and overwhelm him with the sheer volume of weaker Kamels. As for whether Jack Kamel would have more fighting skill as a result of his MCU training, I would say it kind of depends on how he was trained. Even show fighting has better form than your regular non-fighting fella. The biggest issue I would say that comes with training for show fighting is that you're actually getting trained to pull back and avoid making contact. This can make your street fighting skills worse in the long run because the training would make you unconsciously pull your punches and reduce Jack Kamel's damage compared to the statistically weaker Kamels. As always, thanks, Mingers, for the great cast.
This raises an interesting question. Say this question was about us, the us against a ripped version of ourselves. Would you sacrifice yourself so that yourself could prevail?
In this situation, I guess. Yeah, for the greater good and all that.
So I've got to prevent Void Ray James by sacrificing
yourself so that yourself can beat him.
No, I want Void Ray James to win.
But that's not the real you.
So you would sacrifice yourself, but for a different reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd sacrifice
all of 10 me's.
All of you.
Yeah. For one Void Ray James.
Okay.
And there were obviously lots of comments about this shredded, ripped thing. Review Tech Armenia left the definitive comment. James is obviously wrong when it comes to the shredded versus ripped debate. The action of shredding means breaking something to fine little bits, hence a more toned body of littler muscles. In contrast, ripped connotes separation into large sections. Therefore, a ripped person is someone with a larger but less toned body. Please admit you're wrong, James. This is pissing me off.
You chose that comment because it goes against me. There was so many comments for either side. It was basically split down the middle.
He's just read the first one, James. Don't jump on.
No, because he said... What did you say before you said it?
I just said it's the definitive one.
There you go. He's biased. He's biased. He's picking your side because you're brothers.
But
no, there's no but or if. Don't do this. No, okay, no.
No, what would you mean? What are you doing?
No, we need to go to the official fact-finding fucking part. What we did here, you know.
You're Stephen Crowdering this right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not Stephen Crowdering this. I'm going on the JAR Twitter.
He's not debating the actual topic. He's just claiming bullshit on the...
This is the divide. This is the divide. 51 to 49.
No, but
that is Brexit.
No.
This is just a Brexit vote between ripped and shredded. It's not definitive enough. It's down the middle.
No, that description put into words exactly everything I was trying to say.
And there's people who've said the same from my argument. It's it's too down the middle, Jamie.
No, read a good one.
It's too down the middle.
You would have saved it. Find a good one. Put forward your point of view that debunks this one, and I'll join your side. But until you do that, I'm afraid that can't happen.
No, it's down the middle. It's a Brexit vote. That's all it is, and that doesn't prove or deny anything.
Who's this commenter?
Review Tech Armenia.
Review Tech Armenia's just rocked your world and ended the debate. He's right. Sorry, bro.
No, we're delving in now. We're delving in.
No, we're not delving in.
We are. No, you can't pick this.
No, it's already done.
You can't just come into this set with a clear bias, a clear favourability to a member of the cast.
No, he had no bias.
Of course he had a bias.
You're forgetting my part of the
bias.
My part of the conversation was I don't care about the result of this one.
So why are you picking one that favours Jamie?
No, Alex had a different... It's a 50-50. He's picking the one that he read and believed to be true because they put forward...
all of them.
I read through every comment.
Did you read the ones on Twitter?
No Twitter ones. This is just Reddit and YouTube. I never look at Twitter for the JAR.
There's the same ones on Reddit that proved my point. It's not definitive enough. It's 50-50.
No.
We're both right, we're both wrong. Accept it.
No,
Child.
I'll accept that I'm right.
No, you always accept that you're right because you're in your little high horse all the time. Good joke. Ridiculous, man.
Goob Shoe Riot has I don't know, another one on a similar kind of lines. I wanted to be like my idol, the Beast, so I decided to try out the cold shower thing Jim was talking about. I usually save my shower for after a walk/run. I don't run it too hot because I'm already sweaty, so I'd say it's a warm shower. I did like you said, cut off the hot water, made the water cool, and just let my feet start to get wet. Raised cold water a bit, and it was chilly and gave my feet about 10 seconds until I was used to it. Took some deep breaths, worked myself up, and jumped into the water. Like you said, it was horrible. Shaking, uncomfortable, my whole body screaming, I hate this. I started spinning like a top. Crazy, I know. Because once water hit my side of the body, would flip to the other by reaction and vice versa. I counted to 20 and jumped out. To confirm, Jim was right. Drying off after was like a one-wipe Charlie. No scrubbing with towel, neck cramps/shoulder pain started fading shortly after too. I'm intrigued to continue trying this. Any advice from Beast? Do you do it daily? Is spinning around so water keeps all sides okay? Got a different method? Let me know. I think you might be onto something.
First of all, I can't take credit for this at all. I didn't invent cold showers. And yeah, I every time I shower now, I finish it with a cold shower. My advice would be to emphasize the breathing before the cold gets introduced. Yeah. Really get into that rhythm of it, because if you let your body take control, that's a tricky way to go.
Well, you kept saying, because I've been intrigued, obviously, just like the Jarlings, of this concept, this idea, and I was reading all these articles about these health benefits that supposedly come as a result of it. So, yeah, I kept forgetting every time I was having a shower to do it, but today I remembered. This day of JAR, I remembered to do it. And, yeah, I didn't even have any of the negatives. It was just all positives for me. And I went from the most extremes. I was even thinking it was probably dumb and people probably shouldn't do this, because I have really hot showers. I put it up to the highest temperature. I want to feel like I'm being scolded. As I'm being showered, it just makes me feel so clean for whatever reason. So I'd have my normal shower at that insane heat and was like, oh yeah, the cold thing. I'm going to do the cold thing now. So I just put my hand over the temperature gauge and just span it the other direction. And then it just went cold, and I just stood there while doing the deep breathing thing. And it was it's like a shock, but a nice shock. And then you very quickly adjust to the cold.
See, I think there's more to this, because I've previously tried the same technique, but every shower's different, right? They all have different ways to change the temperature.
Yeah.
So mine has between 10 and 1. I have it on 1.5 all the time. I can't go above 2. If it's extremely cold, I have 2. But when it's on a normal warm...
So 10 is the hottest?
Yeah.
So you only have it on a 1.5?
Yeah. That's a cold shower, is it not?
Yeah, but the way I do it is almost like going in a sauna, then jumping in a swimming pool. You know?
Yeah, that's the two extremes.
Yeah.
Is it as warm as a swimming pool, though?
Well, when you're going from a sauna,
which is 50, 60
to
degrees.
The pool would be cold in comparison. I've done that before.
Yeah. But did you turn your tap to full cold when you switched it?
Yeah.
Right. So it's even colder than jumping from a shower to a...
Probably, yeah. There's that small period where it changes temperature, but it goes to cold very quick.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it that way myself. How long did you manage to stay in the cold for?
I counted. I got 20 seconds.
Okay. And then did you feel uncomfortable? You wanted to get out?
It just felt right. It was this is sort of enough. I don't need any more of this right now.
Because, I did the same. I've been doing about 20 seconds every time. But today I had a cold shower for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, so already... So in how much time has that ramped up?
It's been 1 week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last cast was the first day I had a cold shower.
I reckon a big part of it is psychological. Because for days I've been ramping myself up, telling myself, when I do this, I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm just going to go in. Yeah. So when it came to doing it, I just had to do it. And then it was over, and it was like awesome.
It's something you just need to turn every shower to a cold shower. If that's your only shower, then boom, that's what you want to do.
Well, I mean, there are circumstances when you shouldn't.
Like
if you're already cold.
But that's realistically not going to really happen.
Well, I mean,
do you think you'll do it in like winter?
If it's the middle of winter, I would have to have a long, warm shower, and then cold. Because
well, it's only my first one, so I can't really say what the major benefits are. But it's like, normal shower's refreshing.
Yeah.
But it's that like times 10. It's like you're re-energized.
You are totally re-energized, and the second you like step out of the shower, you feel cleaner.
Yeah, because because I would always have showers so hot.
Yeah,
like you're just like
your
moist.
pores are just like wide open sweat, just like
yeah.
No,
I'm into it, man. I'm liking it so far. It's just talking about it's making me want to have another shower before going to bed just to do it again.
Yeah, because I was always someone that was like, oh, I got a shower, like that's something I have to do today. But now it's like, oh, I'm gonna like get this moment.
Revitalize,
yeah, because you can't help but like move when you're in the shower.
You can't stay still.
Yeah, so just that in and of itself, it like energizes you.
It's healthy. There's it's not something where it's like you need to read stuff about it. It's like pretty much common sense that it kind of is like that. Any sports star does it for a reason. Why would athletes at the prime of body fitness do it? Why would they do it?
Yeah.
Why should you do it? Boom.
But I wouldn't say like if you want to get into cold showers, just turn the shower on cold and jump in and have like a full shower and use soap and stuff. You don't want to jump into this stuff to where you're like going to scare yourself away from it. Because then you'll go in, you'll try and like use soap and shit and be like, no, I'm done. And then get out the shower.
Yeah, you have to have
like
a normal shower first.
Yeah, you need to want to do it as well.
Yeah, what you should do is, if you have your temperature on like 10, like you, put it on 4. Have a proper shower at 4, because that's still a lot colder. Then you can, because going from 10 to 1 is that's a huge difference. If you're going from 2 to 1, what difference is that? If you're used to 2 on a scale of 1
surely
to
there
10.
needs to be some contrast. If you're starting at like 2 and going to 1, is that as much of like a shock to the system as like a...
I think a cold shower is a shock to the system no matter what. If it's straight up cold water, it's just like getting into the sea in England.
Well, if you put it this way, up until 1500s, everyone had cold showers and cold baths. That's literally how people
I
cleaned.
don't think they really had showers.
Baths. I said cold showers and baths.
The sponge on
They would
stick.
have had cold showers in, like, if they're in Asia, waterfalls. Boom. That would have been a shower. They did. If humans have done that most of their existence, of our existence, then obviously there's
like
reason
Roman
for it.
Well, but the thing is, there are benefits to hot showers.
Like
it's good for it's the same thing as a sauna. It's good for muscles. It is like good to sweat and shit. You know.
we should just, if we've got a gym, why don't we have a sauna?
Do both at the same time. Just get loads of like radiators and have them go in while you're working out.
Kill us. We'll kill you. We'll just kill ourselves.
That's like a style of yoga, I think, where they just make the room so boiling, so you're just like sweating.
No, that's nasty.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
That's one of the reasons I prefer summer to winter, but I prefer being cold to being hot. I hate being sticky. I hate being sweaty and gross and uncomfortable.
Yeah, which is what
There's
it was
boundaries
last
for
week.
both, I say. But...
Well, I've never had like frostbite or anything, so
Don't. It's horrible.
Where have you had frostbite, bro?
Do you not remember the winter a few years back? It was like fucking minus like 7 outside in the morning. I rode a motorbike in that with no fucking gloves on for 40 minutes.
There.
I stopped on the side of the road and was vomiting because my hands were that fucking cold, but I just was fucked. I stood there by my exhaust.
They must have gone like purple.
Yeah, they were. I stood there by my exhaust pipe, just hands over it to add a little bit of heat. It was fucking one of the worst things ever. Most painful things. I've chopped flesh off of my leg, head concussion, cold hands. Same level. I fucking hate cold hands.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of cold, I got some cold video game takes over here if we want to move into topics.
Cold? That's
Yeah.
it.
You mean hot? It's a hot take, Alex. Not a cold take.
No, it would be cold. Halo Infinite. We got to start with this, I guess. I don't think it needs to be its own video thing, because, I mean...
I was gonna say, who actually cares?
Yeah, here we go. It's not a beta, it's like
A flight.
It's a technical test.
A technical test, a stress test.
All of the people who've been allowed into it have been... It's based off of their, system
The Insider
specs.
program, and... Yeah.
For PC stuff, it's like if you have a shit computer, you're more likely to get in because they want to test how the game runs on shit PCs, basically.
Well, I got the flight on Xbox Series X or whatever. So, we're recording this Friday, so it's only been out 2 evenings, so it's live right now. But I think I've played enough to sort of understand what I'm dealing with here. It is a 2-month-old out-of-date build.
Which I don't understand why. If you're trying to sell your game, which is what this is trying to get interest for this game, why would they use a 2-month-old build that they've said has bugs in?
I mean, they're usually old builds, aren't they, for these type of things? They have to, take a slice out and polish it up separate. So that side of it doesn't bug me too much, but it's more... It seems further behind than even I anticipated. And it's another 343 Halo game in my mind. It's for me, and what I'm looking for out of Halo, I don't think they understand it fully. How can I fully explain? Just their angle, just what they're going for. Individually, you can break it down, and there's parts of it that are this contrasting it to what they've done with this franchise. Yeah, these are steps in the right direction, but for me, it's similar to Destiny, where it's nearly 10 years later, you're making steps towards the right direction, but it's been 10 years. You've had the IP for longer, and we're only just scratching the surface of a Halo game that's beginning to go back to the roots of what a Halo game is. And even then, there's a bunch of shit that's questionable about it, grenade hit markers, the way sprint is implemented, the way equipment works, just the general look of the game, the helmet designs, the entire UI, just the aesthetic in general. The art direction in terms of the design of the armor and whatnot is better. It's an improvement, and it's channeling Halo Reach and Halo 3 and whatever. But again, I said it in the video where we're talking about this multiplayer reveal from E3. I just don't get a vibe that 343 have a true vision for what their Halo is. Their Halo seems to be, and I found it weird when they were doing this multiplayer reveal video thing on Twitch or whatever, the whole aesthetic's based around Halo Reach. It's your new Halo game is basing its visual identity, and its first season is going to be a Halo Reach season. I just don't I guess I don't understand what Halo Infinite is, because when you play it, even, it feels like a kind of stripped back version of Halo 5, with some of the more bullshitty elements taken out of it. But you still have ADS, you still have that weird, the soundscape, the way weapons sound, the sprint animation. There's just so much stuff that is just, it's 343 Halo. I don't know why I bought into that marketing of when they were teasing this game. It's just a repeat of Halo 5 in my mind, with the way it's showing off this open world and this new engine, this new tech. But then when you actually jump into it, and it's what? This game was supposed to come out a year ago. What is going on with this game? And
yeah, I think they're definitely scrambling, but I want to hold off judgment for the most part, because what we've experienced is just an arena map, like a 4v4 Team Slayer type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really been into that. I've never liked that part of Halo.
Well, I have always liked that part. I loved it in Halo 3 specifically. I really loved the Lone Wolf playlist and everything, and the way really memorable maps in that, and the way like ghosts and mongoose were integrated into that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just the weapons too.
So what they said in that trailer, they put emphasis on they're trying to create the sandbox like the original Halo games because that's what everyone loved. If you're focusing on this sandbox, why would you show your first playable demo be such a tiny arena where there's no sandbox?
Over the weekend they're supposed to be adding a few more maps and modes or whatever.
You should go out of the gate, big team battle.
Mm-hmm.
Vehicles,
I think
tanks,
it's
whatever.
That's what I mean, though. I don't want to cast judgment when it is just like a stress test. You know,
Mhm.
like if they're doing a stress test, they're not going to want to do a 16.
It's.
Like
I think.
player mode.
I guess for me, I'm getting hung up on. It is the first impression of the game, really, in terms of us connecting to the game, us playing it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird, especially contrasting the way Microsoft have shown off their big AAA IPs before, be it Halo 3, be it Halo Reach, be it Gears of War 3. These games all had like beta, even Halo 5, having these betas way before the games were coming out. And just, look, when that Gears of War 3 beta dropped, like the state of the game, it was like, oh, I feel like I'm in good hands with what I'm getting here. It feels confident, like what they're doing, how they're bringing it together. Even Halo 5's one felt more confident to me,
Yeah,
even if the direction was not what I was after.
This is where my problem is, that there's no confidence in this, what we're getting. They're not showing what people kind of, like, probably Halo fans probably are going mental over this or whatever, but it's like I don't gain any like good impression from this.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't what I want from Halo.
Because it's like, okay, sure. Even if I was loving the way the game was coming together in terms of how it was feeling, I really think reward systems are important and the way they're implemented and the way you interact with them. And from the backwards as fuck like UI design and their menu systems, they are so bad, and it's so weird considering how much they love Halo Reach, because that is just a perfect UI in my opinion for a Halo game. I can't believe how like truncated and awkward this whole like battle pass is, and these like weird systems that they've like introduced that where you can't like choose your color anymore. You've got to like unlock colors now, so they've got like shit
1.
to fill battle passes with.
It's like Destiny 2 launch, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of close to that.
Yeah, the thing is, I haven't played a game with decent progression in it since like Modern Warfare 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
What?
You've played COD since Modern Warfare 3, and they're all the same. COD hasn't really changed.
Yeah, but I don't like those CODs really.
Yeah, but you still
Those
play them.
multiplayers. Yeah, like I don't expect good stuff from progression systems anymore. You know,
But that's what is so bizarre to me, because the whole appeal of that multiplayer and what you're grinding for is to customize how your character looks, how your Spartan looks.
Yeah. No, it's a total waste, but I'm just not surprised that Microsoft are just copying.
It's the same. It's the
everyone else is
same
doing.
like style of making games that Halo 5 was. Where that
Which is just follow the trend.
Yeah,
What was
it's
it then?
packs.
It was packs. What is it now? It's battle passes.
Yeah.
It's just the same shit, and they're just going to abuse it as hard as they can to make as much money as possible. But this time, they have the justification of it being free to play.
Yeah.
Which I can
So you
forgive.
can have the best of both worlds or whatever. Yeah, I messed around in this like training thing where you can like spawn down and use the weapons and whatnot. I tried out a bunch of the newer guns. I like the new brute guns or whatever, but there's something off about the sounds in the game. That it doesn't. It's not right to me. Especially the Needler sounds really bizarre. I just am not into the way the 343 Halo games feel or play.
I think this one feels better than 4 and 5.
It feels like a huge improvement, and playing it and seeing it, it's made me more confident for the campaign because the gameplay's more fun. The multiplayer I don't care about. I've said it all along. I think this gameplay with a good campaign, it could be good because I think it's got the ground. It's got a good foundation.
We'll see what they've been doing behind the scenes. If this is a development's been reset like 3 times in the 7 years or whatever, just like Destiny or any number of these type of games.
Basically, like every Halo game apart from 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some there's one specific thing I really don't like, and that's how effective the assault rifle is at like longer ranges.
Mm-hmm.
We-
The Halo 5 problem.
When I was playing
Yeah.
it, I proved that the aim down sight for the assault rifle doesn't need to be in the game. If they're across the map, you just shoot
But
and
that's
you
a lot of the
It-
feedback I've been seeing though, is like people thrilled that ADS is pointless and like no one uses it.
But like
What's
I'm
the point
fine
of
with that.
having
Like
it?
if the left trigger is bound to that for whatever reason, then sure, have it there. You could always zoom in. Like when using the assault rifle, you couldn't shoot with it zoomed in, but whatever. It doesn't affect the gun, but it's still really effective at long range if you don't zoom in. Like the assault rifle shouldn't occupy that space.
No.
You know,
It's a
everything
balancing
should have
issue.
its like thing it's good at, and then it's up to you to like maneuver and manipulate people so that you get the advantage.
But once again, this was a tiny map, so it might have. If it's not going to work on a BTB map,
Yeah,
it's like it's
Yeah.
just another. I think it's a,
but I mean, you try doing the same shit you were doing in Halo 3 that you were doing just now in
you get fucked.
Infinite.
Time
Yeah,
to kill
like-
seemed pretty quick.
Yeah, no, it's too quick.
Yeah, it's just like a half second's even too long. Like a quarter of a second too
Mhm.
quick. You know.
Because as soon as you get the shields down, they're dead. And it seems like in Halo 3, once you get the shield down, it's another battle to get that headshot.
Yeah.
You have to be precise
Mhm.
in that moment. And when it comes to first-person shooters, the TTK can make or break a game.
Yeah.
If it's too high, you ruined it. If it's too low, you get Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more Warzone vibes from it.
That's another question because I noticed you can like you can punch now without a weapon,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a button to drop your weapon now.
and there's a button to drop your weapon. Is a battle royale coming?
It's going to come. There's no way they can compete in the market without it.
Do you think they're designing like the single player maps to work in a battle royale context?
It makes
If it
sense.
is like a big open world,
Yeah.
it's possible.
I think
Why would they keep it such a secret though?
because they
I don't
want
know.
it.
It
They
just
want,
seems weird. Like if you're going to be influenced by battle royales and add all this sort of battle royale shit,
Maybe the
make a battle
Well,
royale.
this is one of the things. Yeah, is that just them at some point? Maybe that was like the trend
Yeah.
they were chasing, and they had to abandon it. And
No.
that was a rumor for a time.
yeah,
wasn't
it was the rumor.
But why would they still have all of the elements of a battle royale if they're not chasing it anymore? Because you can just remove the no weapon thing.
Well, I think about
Really?
like
Mm.
That's not like a hard thing to fix, I don't think, to remove that kind of feature. But and I'm just going to say, because obviously this is the multiplayers are free to play, and the free to play market is dominated by battle royales.
mm-hmm.
How are they going to compete in that market?
Well, this is the thing, right? Because, like, when I think of like a Respawn Entertainment, they are like one of the top dogs in terms of just how shooters feel.
Mm.
I don't think 343 are top dogs in that regard.
And
the same, even with Bungie, they don't have that same feel that Respawn's going for, but they are able to create that sort of 30 seconds of fun gameplay loop that is fun and rewarding, which I don't think I've ever had that scratched by the 343 Halo games. I just don't think they're that good.
If they don't have the loop and they don't have the best gameplay, what do they have?
And I don't know. It's just
I also find it a bit weird that they're testing battle pass stuff in a technical test, because it shows
where are the priorities?
the priority is the store, where you can see that they're very prepared in terms of the
It's all laid out.
skins
It's
you're
all
gonna
there.
get and everything in that.
Yeah, all that stuff is just the UI of Apex.
yeah.
It's a,
Whereas like all the stuff they've had to actually figure out for themselves.
But the thing about
Trash.
Apex though is they've like monetized around that super addictive loop they have of the Battle Royale game mode.
Mm-hmm.
Is the arena mode in Halo Infinite strong enough to keep people hooked?
Well, the thing is, it's not just the arena mode. It will be the arena mode. It will be the big team. It will be all the other
I guess
shit, like
firefights in the game?
Rift Ball. Probably not at launch.
Well, yeah, I guess
be
this was
surprised.
the moment for me where I was like, okay, I think I know what we're getting with this game. In this reveal stream thing they were doing where they were going through all the UI, and there was a clip early on where they punched someone in the back and it wasn't an assassination, so everyone in the chat was like, what, are assassinations not in it then? So of course there was a segment where they had to address it, and they were like, yep, assassinations are not in the game at launch,
Sure,
but they will be coming at some point, so that's something to look forward to.
No, they're coming. They've been removed from the game to be put in a battle pass, the same way Apex does it. They're being removed for battle pass reasons. There's no other explanation for it. That's a staple of Halo. Why would it be removed? I'm not getting good vibes from the way they're doing about it. It seems they care more about the store than the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I think that depends on if they have assassinations in the first battle pass. If they don't, then it means they've been scrambling that hard that they haven't even been able to get assassinations together.
I think,
but no matter way you interpret that, is bad.
Yeah.
No matter which way.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And it just makes me think. So, like, what baseline video game have you been working with for the last 7 years, or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually been more of a mess than we even figured?
I think it has.
Because at the same time, the game's coming out this holiday, which doesn't have a release date, probably because COD still doesn't. But we haven't seen the single player once, we haven't seen Forge, we haven't seen any of the stuff you'd expect.
And I think this is going to be a game where it's not going to be launched as a full
I was reading
package.
through some of the like feedback and whatnot, and there were so many people saying like, yeah, I'm on like the newest PC hardware and I can't get above like 40 frames on this thing. Which, yeah, is a technical test and everything.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be fine with this game being delayed again.
At this point,
They can't.
Yeah, do it.
No, I don't think they can.
Why?
They've done it too much. It was just supposed to come out at the start of this year, and it's been
Things have
completely
changed
delayed.
though since like the last Halo release and Cyberpunk came out, and who wants to be the next Cyberpunk? You know?
So what about if they do delay it? What's going to be the change? Are we going to get content on launch? Are the assassinations going to be in the game, or are they still going to be
so
battle pass?
unclear what the game even is? So like, what is actually being delivered is just a huge question mark, pretty much. We don't even know what the campaign, like how long the campaign is or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my take is I have no more faith. I'm still just as trepidatious, if not more. And I definitely still would not pre-order this game.
I wouldn't pre-order it.
I've seen Halo stuff on my feed constantly, and there's no difference between Halo players and Destiny players. They're still so hyped, they're so excited for this game, and it's just like, this proves nothing. This technical test does nothing. We still don't know anything about the game. So why is everyone so hyped about it? As if this is like proving something. The game's going to be good. It's not though, and we don't know that. It's just that same gamer thing now where it's just like a Stockholm syndrome. That's all these people have. They believe in the game so much where even the smallest thing just will change it, will make it good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have faith.
It hasn't made me any more or less excited.
It's just meh. I hate using the word, but it's meh. It's like a flat line. It's all it is. There's no difference.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going to say, Halo Reach beta, that wasn't a flat line.
No.
That wasn't a meh.
Everyone got mega hyped from that.
Yeah, because we actually knew what we were getting. There was actually a game there.
Yeah, that was the thing as well where I remember, I don't know if it was just because I was like 14 or whatever, when the Reach beta came out, like, I just played it as much as I could until it wasn't available. With this, I played one game. Was like, that would be...
Yeah.
If a beta can't get you start like an addiction, start like an obsession,
mm-hmm. which like in Halo Reach for me was like, what was so alluring was this new like unlock system, this credit system, this unique way of like being able to go down different paths to upgrade. This battle pass shit, like I can put up with it in Apex because it's like free to play and it like works for that game. I suppose this is free to play, but it is a Halo game too.
Yeah, Battle Pass can never be exciting, you know?
No.
It wasn't even exciting the first time Fortnite did it.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's just not something that you look at and it's like you feel intrigued and you want to get all this stuff. It's like, oh, they've put the objective best thing at the end because that is what is valued because they put it there. So that's what everyone wants. It's not like Reach where it's like you get to pick.
Yeah, you have multiple
what you
choices. You can save the money. You can choose the different helmets, the different upgrades to each one of those helmets. There's loads of different paths to go down.
See, and it's worth saying, I know we've talked about Apex a lot, but we've all like finished the season. We finished that season because we just enjoy playing the game. We're not trying to complete the season. We just enjoy playing it. We were playing it yesterday and we had a really fucking good time.
How many seasons has it taken Apex to get that battle pass to like just a sort of acceptable like state? Do you remember how bad it was?
I bought the first season. I got a level 57 in it.
Yeah, and even then, there's still a bunch of like tat and guff in the season pass.
Yeah, but then you look at the Halo season pass, XP boosts, colors, something that should be in the game, XP boosts and colors. When that's the majority of the guff in the season pass, sorry, but that's not fucking acceptable.
And does this mean if I pay for the game, if I were to buy the game for the campaign and then wanted to play multiplayer, I can't make my Spartan pink?
Yep.
You know, because then I have to pay more to.
They did have like a
it.
bunch of base colors as already unlocked shaders or whatever they call them.
But we saw that pink was in the battle pass.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like a different shade. Why can't you just have like a color wheel?
Well, yeah. Why do colors have to be taken from us? Why does everything have to be taken?
Because it's not just I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to have you have these presets of colours. It'll be like purple, but tiny parts of the armour will be pink. And you can't do that to your armour unless you use that skin.
Yeah.
So it's like locking off parts of the armour to paint through the battle pass.
Yeah, because you said there's that one that looks like the N7. That's like a shader where you just get like a red arm.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're trying to do. They're not locking colours, they're locking places to put the colours.
Yeah, I think it's lame considering how they've like advertised this game and kind of hyped it up on their own. So if it does like fall flat on their face and crumble, it's completely their own fault.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it'll find its audience and connect and come together in time for launch. But I ain't feeling good about it right now.
Yeah. Either way, due to it being free to play, it's going to have a player base for quite a while. And they're going to make changes to it if it sucks at launch, where it will gather.
Oh yeah, it will be like just a different game in 2 years.
Yeah, totally. Even in 1 year, it's going to be just something else. So even if you like what is available now, don't get attached.
Yeah, but I'm kind of hyped for the launch. In a weird way, because if it's bad, I just want to see how people react. I want to see if they're going to say it will be better. We've got to have hope. It'll get better.
Oh, another thing that was standing out as being really, really, really bad was their like dialogue writing, the quips,
don't.
In the training mode, like when you do get like a high score, there's like these cringy lines. This like character saying like, "Oh, Jin would have loved that."
It's cringy. It's actually it's genuine cringe.
The Spartan like banter or whatever in matches, you can turn it off in the menus, but that's like the default on thing. I guess most people will just experience.
Like, I get it in Apex. Because like when you revive, there's
a
comments.
Character shooter though as well.
Yeah, they use
like
it to flesh out the characters.
Yeah, which is good. That's the way to use that system. Not cringy comments.
The guy you're playing as should be like your guy. You know, he shouldn't be saying lame shit.
Spanker over here.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Yeah,
they can. No, but the thing is, what is that system there? Guff for the battle pass.
Oh, and you've got your what did I compare it to earlier, Jim? The fucking Domino's app thing.
Yeah, the AI.
That. Yeah, your like Spartan AI.
Yeah,
like I said,
personal AI.
It's just guff. They're not things to make the game better. They're things to make money.
Yeah, and get a Domino sponsorship so you can have the Domino's AI appear in your hand.
I think when games have stuff like that purely as content for Battle Pass, you're making the game wrong. You're supposed to make games for fun. When you're adding things to your game only to exploit it for money, your game is completely flawed from the ground up.
The one thing I will say that the checkbox they are ticking that I've always wanted from Halo is some way to fight AI. I think it's cool. It's like the one thing Microsoft can do is use their stupid, like, ridiculous power and wealth to just get these, like, AI, all this, like, random AI driver tech shit, like, just injected into their games. And the potential of, like, hoarding people's data to make these, like, scary good AI Halo enemies you can fight.
See, this
cool idea.
This is what we spoke about in the Halo video, but it's just that Forge. Make the best Forge world as possible. Sell the game.
Yeah, because that was always the thing that carried those old Halo games was the community management. Halo 3 and Halo Reach had such huge, just like community games, and even Halo 5 at a certain point, once they finally supported it, had it. If that shit's there on launch, it has the potential to be giant.
They ain't got assassinations on launch.
But that's the thing. Yeah.
So if they might have Forge worlds, but the AI and bots, that might be a year down the line.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I just don't like the way that this is kind of gaming now. It's depressing.
Do you think it's indicative of just like it's becoming so ridiculous in terms of how expensive it is to make games on this scale, and how to like monetize it properly and get?
I don't think it even needs to be as expensive as
they've
made it for Infinite.
Because they're like directionless and they don't know like what they want from the get-go.
Yeah, it starts off as one thing. Oh, let's cram packs into this. Let's just design everything around packs. Oh shit, the climate's changed. Everyone hates packs. Oh, look at this thing. They're doing this battle pass thing. Let's design the whole game around this thing. Oh look, God of War like reimagined itself. They did like this one shot cutscene throughout the whole game. Let's do that as well.
Yeah,
it's like okay. Cancel,
no one likes how our Halo games look. Let's make it look like Halo Reach.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone loves Reach, right? Everyone loved Reach multiplayer. Reach multiplayer was the best multiplayer, right?
That's what I mean about this identityless thing it's got going on.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no... Halo used to be the franchise that everything else wanted to be.
Yeah, now it's copying
COD
it.
4 was nicknamed Halo Killer.
Yeah.
Because they really wanted to beat Halo. You know, like that, it was it.
Yeah.
They made multiplayer
now with
shooters
Halo
on
just
console.
following the leader,
Yeah,
and not just like following the leader, but doing it like years late, sort of thing. It's like
it's
embarrassing.
It's not a good look. No, that franchise should be walking to the beat of his own drum. You know.
Yeah, maybe after Halo 5 they should have just gone away for like 10 years.
Yeah, but if
well, actually, that's basically what they've done. Just about.
But why does Halo need to have this like these packs and shit when like God of War can be made, no DLC, just a game released?
Yep.
Spider-Man, it's got a few like story DLCs, whatever, but it made its money on the story, the single player release done. All these games like it is
because
possible.
of part of Halo's identity is the multiplayer. Or whatever.
But you can design multiplayer and then just leave it. I mean, I understand if you want like constant updates and stuff, then sure, like have monetize it in some way. But why does it need to be to the extent that it is? It comes down to greed.
100%. They've designed it around greed.
Yeah, they designed the whole game around drip feeding money from you, and it's disgusting. And I'm not really interested in games like that.
Yeah,
So.
when it's so overt. You know, when the balance is all like off, and it's like, so like, what are you actually like making this original here? That's like, what's the reason to play this game? You know?
Yeah.
See, I've put a decent amount of money into Apex. I've bought the skins, I've bought packs, I've bought battle passes, but the game's designed to be fun, and it's fun.
Have you put more than 50 quid into it?
Yeah. I've also put over 500 hours into it though. £10, 100 hours.
Yeah, I've put like 10 quid into it, and I think it is my most played game on Steam.
It's mine.
Into Apex.
It's the whole whale thing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter about players like you know, where they're only getting like 10, 20 quid off you.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people that do buy every legendary skin when it comes
but the
out.
thing with Apex, I want to give them money because they don't crunch their team. They're a respectable dev. I want to give money to a company like that and not to a company that's Microsoft who's making their game to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm okay. It's just like, oh, the new season's come out. Oh, I haven't got enough. I'll put some more in. Another £5, another £7. That's fine. Because it's just like, this is a good team. This is what should be supported in the industry, not games made to make money. Every game's made to make money, but you know what I mean with Halo.
It's about the balance when it's like just so obvious. Have anything else to throw out there before mid-break?
Delete every fucking Blizzard game. Never play a fucking Blizzard game ever again. Fuck Blizzard.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
fuck Blizzard and Activision.
Guess what? Because obviously they had the whole walkout today. And I went on my PC, I was at work, and I was just like, oh yeah. I've already deleted every Blizzard game. Fuck Blizzard. But if you do have, just fuck them off. You don't need to play them. They're shit.
I don't think I have any.
What
Blizzard
about the only one I have is
Even though
Sekiro?
I've uninstalled the launcher, I've uninstalled all the games.
What about Sekiro though?
That's the only one.
Is that exempt because it's like a Japanese team that's like?
I mean,
quite
well,
It's
removed?
Activision.
But what do you mean by like a Blizzard game?
A game made by Blizzard, published by Blizzard. Just anything under the corp.
Why?
Because of the Blizzard stuff going on.
Like the sexual
Yeah.
shit. I don't think you should like punish the devs who are getting money from Blizzard.
No, but it's a case of like today when they're doing the walkout, don't play their games. Because how are you going to stop their fucking exploitation of their workers if you're still playing their games? That's the idea behind it. I don't want to play Blizzard games anyway. Like, what do you actually lose?
I thought it was the Blizzard devs, like the guys that were remaking Warcraft 2 and stuff.
It was a mixture of a bunch of the COD devs too.
Yeah, that I can totally believe. That those studios have been totally fucked recently. But yeah, no, I heard like the guys remaking Warcraft, one of the Warcraft games, like they were just crunched to absolute shit.
Yeah, no,
Well,
they were.
there was actually so much drama that's come out of all this. That
Yeah.
you don't even know where to begin, and it goes like so dark in some of it. It's actually like fucking horrifying.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
heard
like,
this. The one story I heard was that a staff there, she killed herself
Yeah,
because she was so severely abused by the management, like humiliated in meetings sexually. It's like, yeah, and then like, will I go back to a Blizzard game? Probably not.
No, I think it's not on at that point. It's not on the customer.
No, but how but it is.
No, it's on like you need better HR. You need like unionization and shit.
Yeah, but they're hiring a firm that busts unions. They're doing the worst fucking possible thing against the workers even now.
There should be steps we can take against that.
No, but this is the thing.
No, but if you take your kid into a shop and they're like, oh, I want this game, and it's like fucking Warcraft 2, it's not on the customer to do the research and find out that.
No.
Like,
But if you care about the industry, we live in a capitalist society. You protest with your money. You don't play it. You don't buy it. That's how we protest. That's the only way to make corporations change. We can have all of these walkouts.
The only thing that would make them budge though is if like every COD player stopped buying COD.
That's how it falls apart. Is COD players don't care.
Like the
no, but COD
gamers
players
are
don't
switched
know.
on reading about like lawsuits
care.
online.
No,
It's
no,
not the
they
same
don't.
people. Of, like,
Do you think
play
COD? If we got to go deep, COD is mainly played by people of the lad pack culture. The type of people
I
who
think COD is
type of
just
behavior.
played by people.
Of
You know,
course,
it's huge. Like it's just people that want a video game and they want to like play a video game after work. It's just easy to understand and play.
Of course,
Like,
but if you think of the lad pack games, it's COD and FIFA, right?
No, it's Fortnite and Apex.
But you know what I mean. They don't care about this. They will never care about this.
But again, they don't know.
Well, yeah, of course they don't know because they don't care about the industry. But I'm just saying that if you actually care, then you shouldn't support Blizzard as a result of it. Because that's how we protest. I care.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting behaviour. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and say I fucking care and then go play a fucking Blizzard game. I'm fucking deleting them all. I'm never fucking playing them again. Because otherwise I'm a fucking hypocrite.
So you think we should delete Sekiro?
No, but here's the thing about Sekiro. It might be under the thing, but it's a Japanese development team in Japan.
Because that's the only one in my mind. And I guess the only time I've given Activision money was when they were partnered with Bungie.
But I mean, no, there needs to be stronger laws against this shit. Like
There won't be, because they're in America.
I mean, there needs to be. That's what we need to.
Well, it's all coming out now
against.
because, like in Ubisoft, there's lots of drama in a similar way.
And they're not even in America. They're in Europe.
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
and the guys who made that Ellen Page game, another French developer.
Really?
Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, that dev. They had some.
They
sort
did
of
Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Become Human.
Yeah.
I don't think it's always enough to say vote. Like you need to just advocate for change, because this shit, like the best thing that is happening is like that it is becoming known.
Yeah.
And all these people are having to quit. They're having to step down.
Yeah.
And then people know going forward, oh, if I do this shit, I can be caught and lose my job. So I'm not going to do this shit.
And
it's not like
just
changing.
affecting the video game industry too. Look at all this Harvey.
Well, yeah, it's everything. What it's going to come down to is people are just going to be more careful on social media. Like
that's not good though. It's not about being good on social media.
I know.
It's not being pigs.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like
the problem is
rich assholes are always going to do rich asshole things.
But that's the thing. It's such ingrained in corporate America. This behavior is so ingrained.
I wouldn't say just corporate America, because this shit was coming out from Ubisoft. It's rich people.
Yes,
people with power, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely, that's what it comes down to.
But how do you beat corporations? That's what it comes down to. By not buying them, not giving them money. That's how you win.
Yeah, but then it's like, what corporation do you not give money to?
Exactly. That's what I mean.
I've been hearing that like my whole life.
This fucking moral thing comes down to, all right, my only option is to move out into the country and just like live off the land. That's my only option.
But I just know that we as gamers, we can just be like, yeah, we can avoid Blizzard for a while, because at least with them we're doing something.
Yeah, I mean Blizzard wouldn't like.
We're not going to be playing League of Legends anytime soon anyway.
That's Blizzard?
No, that's Riot. They're Wolf shit.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft.
Something of something.
Corrupt as fuck.
People, the League of Legends fans are going to get mad at me. You said League of Legends from Blizzard.
Wait, are they not?
No, it's Riot.
Okay.
They make Valorant as well. It's just... It's progress, because these are coming out more, which means the industry is becoming more aware. But it's just like more needs to be done.
Yeah, and there's still so much left over from that, like...
Was such a young industry.
Mm.
But like you said, it's not just this industry.
But I bet that didn't help. Like, can you imagine what The Office, when they were making like Black Ops 1, like what that environment looked like? I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty fucking different compared to what it's like now.
Yeah.
I just think that we need to, even if it's a small bit, if you protest some way, in a physical way as well as, digital, that's still something. And I can protest that through how I spend my money.
Yeah,
that's
like
just
do
the
what you
easiest
can
way
to avoid supporting the people that do this, but yeah, it's not an easy thing to do.
No. But yeah, support to all the Blizzard workers out there.
Yeah, apart from the fucked up ones.
Yeah, fuck them. Obviously, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the actual people who have been abused by that system. But I think it's good to also be aware of these companies in general, so that in future you kind of know where it's just like...
Yeah, you know what? Next time if you're going to buy some Activision bullshit-ass game, buy a fucking gay little indie game.
Sekiro.
Yeah, well, Sekiro. Sekiro is fine.
And that, or give your money to Respawn. They don't crunch their teams. And this is...
No, but EA is who I associate most with these kind of conversations, because this is the exact shit I was hearing around, not in regards to like lawsuits of this nature, but in terms of speaking with your wallet type conversations with the like Mass Effect 3 Day 1 DLC.
Yeah.
Look, okay, let's admit, I fucking bought it.
Yeah, it's easy to say until it's like the. Would you stop playing Apex if this was about like Respawn?
I'm gonna say,
EA.
I'm
Or
gonna
EA.
say, I value my morals against everything. Yes, I would. I would stop playing Apex. I delete Apex.
But Apex is free to play, and you could just stop paying for the.
No, I'd stop playing it.
What?
I can't. I'm not going to play the game if they're abusing their staff. Like I'm
No,
very
if-
morally driven. If I don't agree with it, I'm not doing it. I'm that type of person. I'm not going to support them or play, because by playing their game, I'm still technically supporting them. I'm supporting their work. And no, if they're abusing their staff, I'm not playing it. Same with anything I consume.
But like, for example, every movie that comes out, if it has like CG in it, they're basically like slaves who are.
You're wearing Adidas shoes. They were literally made by child labour.
No, but this is the argument people use, is you can't get away from it. I can't change this.
Yeah.
You can't change the system, but it's just like I can do tiny things. Because I'm not going to stop. Because
wearing shoes then.
this is a result of American capitalism exploiting cheap labor in other countries. Respawn abusing their staff in America they're different levels. They're not comparable. You can't bring up my fucking.
I'd say it is comparable.
No, but it's just like then. No, but that's the exact point you just made. I've got to go live in the fucking desert, fucking naked all the time, and eat the shit I make. That's
You
the
don't
only
have to
way.
be naked. You can craft your own clothing out of cotton, you farm.
I'm gonna have to learn to fucking farm. That's the least of my worries is if I cocks out.
Crafted, it's fucking easy.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's
Stop
complicated.
bringing up straw man. You know what I mean. It's just you know.
Yeah,
what I mean.
that was my point earlier though. Like
You can't get away from it.
it's hard to draw a line sometimes.
And I draw the line where when I can. Because this is like a necessity for me to fucking get to places. Apex is not a necessity.
No, build
that's
up
my
calluses,
enjoyment.
mate.
What?
Build up fucking calluses.
No, because I can't go into work with bare feet because I get
Why?
fired. Like, I need these to go to work.
Make your
I
own
don't need
shoes.
Apex.
Make your own shoes.
I don't need
Get a cow.
Apex.
The
Get
gaming
its
merchant
leather.
needs Apex.
So I can choose to get rid of Apex because it's a luxury.
No, I agree.
That's just a,
it's
that's
not a luxury for the gaming merchant though, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually his lifeblood.
It
It-
is.
he needs
No,
it.
he's not. He's moving out to other content, actually.
Really?
He's trying to test the waters of other content, like Spillgate, Splitgate.
Oh,
It's
the Amazon
Portal.
game.
It's an FPS game, but with portals. One Portal.
Oh yeah.
Interesting idea. But anyway, you know the point. This is we'll see you in the next part of the show. Pew!
JAR Media shirts now, or I'm gonna hurt you. Description below. Fuck you to the second half of the JAR Media mellow guy.
Mellow. Hello.
Mellow hello to the second half of the Media JAR Mellow Yellow, where we answer questions from Redo Tello.
If you want to leave your own Redditellos, head over to the JAR Media sub, like Brendan RD did, who says, after seeing everything going on with Kanye in the last week and the live album listening party, what are your expectations for Donda?
I don't have
It's
any.
gonna be his best album, straight up.
So he's like living in a
He's living in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
so he's living in a stadium.
Yeah, like in like the janitor's closet of the Mercedes-Benz stadium.
Yeah, there's like pictures of him. There's like Yeezys in the stock room or whatever.
Yeah.
Really bizarre. Really fucking
Yeah,
weird.
it's because he announced the date, and then of course like it just didn't come out. Now
But-
there's like a new date or something. I don't know.
He did do like a live thing.
Yeah, but was it as a result of this listening party, where he's like, oh, it's not finished enough now. We gotta.
No, I think he was just focused on that.
What if
Maybe
this,
he's gauging the response to see what he needed
Yeah.
to tinker.
What if
Maybe.
this is his best album? What about if him remaking it in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium makes it just the best? to a level we can't even describe.
Yeah, what if it's actually ascension to the next plane?
What, like Jesus is King?
No, like Donda. Have you heard any of it? Any snippets?
I listened to, because I was curious about this Jay-Z, him being on it thing.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to what I guess was like a leaked thing from that listening party. But again, it's like you can't really judge it because it's kind of fucked up audio. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
It's going to sound different when it comes out. Yeah, I didn't really know how to feel about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I've heard some like snippets from it that I thought, this sounds like it could be really good, and I've heard some snippets that sound like, oh, this could be awful. So from that, I'm guessing it's going to be his best album.
George is not okay. Says, hey guys, a couple episodes ago you guys mentioned going to the gym and general exercise benefits. I recently joined the gym just a week before the cast, and I wanted to improve upon my mental health and physical health with it and gain some muscle, and I've really been taking on board what you guys have said in previous casts about how unrealistic the media's representation of a healthy body is, and because of it I've had such a great time and I'm really proud of my improvements. Thanks guys for encouraging exercise with a healthy mindset and that. Also, I'm the same guy who before this did a question about body insecurity literally a month or so ago on the cast. I feel so much better about it already. Have any of you guys had a similar confidence boost or self-esteem from any sort of physical exercise? Going for runs, for example, helped me through lockdown, keeping a good mental health.
See, I'm glad this guy's going to the gym. Definitely a great improvement, and we love to see it. But yeah, I looked in the mirror yesterday because we've been gymming. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, yeah, I like my figure. There's a little bit more muscle growth. I think I look great. I was happy about that.
Some nice protein poos.
Yeah, no, but I would say with the thing of working out is just like, you've got to eat more. I find that so difficult to eat because I just don't have them at the appetite to eat.
If you're used to a certain level.
Yeah.
If you've got to start shoveling in more, it can be.
Yeah, it's like either I eat 2 cooked meals a day and it's like, I'm not getting the surplus I need. It's just generally difficult, but it's still good. Working out is still always a good thing.
Yeah, I can't express how incredibly good it is to exercise.
It's incredible.
For the mind more than the body.
This is a meme in saying this, but it is the grind set. Because by exercising and working out, you want to do more. You're more motivated to do more because your mind is in a better place.
Yeah, your body through activity is telling your mind
more. We need more.
This is what we do. It's saying to your mind, we need to get up at this time. We need to just use our body. So then you just build up this energy surplus.
Releases endorphins.
It makes you feel good, and yeah, it does improve confidence for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah,
you just want to do more. And I would say the important thing with working out is that you do need to rest your body when you can. You need to have days where you just chill.
Yeah, don't go dummy with it.
Yeah, because
it's better to do small things and work up as opposed to just doing one workout and destroying yourself.
It's the same as the cold shower thing. You've got to have this incremental build up, otherwise you're going to scare yourself off of it. You're going to push your body too hard. You're going to feel like shit and you're never going to want to do it again. And you're going to associate exercise with feeling like that. Whereas if you do it right, you build up. You use the smaller weights. Don't be afraid to be in the gym and use the stuff.
That's a confidence thing, isn't it? Because if you go into the gym and use the small weights, you're worried people are going to judge you for it.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
Yeah, because you know what? They had to start there as well. The guys you see in there repping fucking 30 kilos.
See, no, this is. I don't even think you're ready for gym. Even if you're going for a 20-minute power walk every other day or something, just something like that, you know.
See, no, but that's the thing. Because you when after a gym session, I was just finishing mine, and you walked in, and we were talking about it, and you were like, "Are you using those weights to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah," and you were like, "You shouldn't." And that whole day, I was complaining about really sore muscles on my back.
Yeah.
And since then, you're like, you told me to just change and drop weight, and I have, and the pain's gone because I was just doing it.
That's what because my first day back, as you two know. My first day back using the gym, I sort of went as if I never stopped since I was 16.
Yeah. You went in
which
far
I did.
too
I
hard.
stopped for like years. So I pushed my body way too hard, and I was legit out of commission for like a week.
You were.
For a straight up week, my muscles were torn
Every day
out.
I'd be like, "Are you feeling better?" And you're like, "No,"
yeah. If anything, I felt worse like 3 days later.
because you
It
just
was
went
not
too
improvement.
heavy too
It's
fast.
not improving.
And it's just like,
And since then, I've pretty much been gradually decreasing the weight until I'm getting the proper form for doing these exercises. Instead of like chasing the amount of reps I'm doing or whatever, I'm trying to be healthy about it. You know, I'm trying to not just fucking wreck my body, get it used to what I want it to do, and then I'll do what I want it to do.
because no, but the thing with workout is it's not instant results. It takes a very long time. You're not going to see like definitive results until like 7-8 months later, because that's just how long your body takes to get used to it and to build up a good foundation of your knowledge and the way your body's going to work.
Yeah.
Like I've seen small gains, but that's because I'm actually using my muscles. You're going to get like a progress high, and then it's going to level out, and then you start increasing. But you just have to stay with it. Like every day, my
I would say
routine.
it's a matter of months.
But use YouTube as well. The amount of helpful stuff, even if it's just like I don't know how to do a sit-up properly, just put into YouTube sit-up form, how to do a sit-up, whatever, and just like
You have that guy you can shout out or whatever.
well, there's a
makes
specific
ones.
guy, the guy whose cold shower tutorial. He's got a bunch of
Oh, is that
good
where you got it
videos.
from? Yeah.
A channel called Hybrid. Oh fuck! I don't know how to pronounce the other word. Give me a sec.
Hybrid workouts?
It begins with a C.
Hybrid cook-off?
Hybrid calisthenics.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he started off as a TikToker, but yeah,
Damn.
he's got a bunch of great videos. That like it's not like when you. Do you remember Mike Chang? Mike Chang, just this ripped dude, telling you to like chug on mashed potatoes in the gym and shit. It's like you don't want a guy that's like super intimidating, and he's like, oh, if you want to look like me, and he's like fucking 6'10", just built like a fucking mansion.
A shit brick house.
Yeah. No, this guy, like he'll tell you how to get started and all this stuff and little
And is he trying to
exercises you
sell
can
his
do.
in shit in the same way. The Mike Chang
Oh,
drink.
Yeah, the Mike Chang milk drink. Or no, he's really good. I recommend him definitely.
It's just the final quest is just take care of yourself and be healthy with what you do. Don't go too much. Just build up gradually. Just enjoy it. Enjoy doing it and enjoy feeling healthy. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself to feel better with yourself. Don't let clout anything get you away from that path.
Don't let cloud make you stout. Zimmer fan 1997 has one. Mingers, just a quick question. A while ago, I'd guess 2 years ago, before every podcast, at least on Apple Podcast, there was this advert that played with a weird high-pitched fellow advertising a company called MPB, or something like that. It didn't last too long before the adverts disappeared, and you lads never mentioned it. Out of curiosity, what did this company actually do? Why did they think the Pussycast was the best place to advertise? Did you make some fat stacks? Did this actually happen? Was I dreaming? Thanks, I've been wondering for some time.
NPB.
We have no idea who this is.
Yeah, I
Oh
have
no,
clue.
MPB.
What?
MPB.
MPB?
Do you actually not remember?
No.
Yeah, we know who MPB is, but no, forget about it. That's for us to know and for you to not.
No, stop joking. What the fuck is this?
I have a theory as to what this is.
Okay.
And whatever, we definitely made no money from whatever the fuck this was.
Yeah.
It's something to do with the RSS feed, and there's this like, I saw it the other day when I uploaded a podcast. There's like a little like check mark down the bottom that's like to like have an ad at the front. I don't know how it works because like if ads do play, we don't get any of that. Like it's not like YouTube where like each ad like it's like feedback to the channel or whatever. It's something different on there. So I guess somehow it was like switched on for like a few episodes. So it's not, we didn't actually put that into the audio we uploaded. The company just like randomly put, I guess, whatever this bullshit was in front of it.
MPB.
They're exploiting us.
So during that era, that tick must have been like checked or something, and maybe it's not anymore.
If anything, they took money from us. So
Yeah, they ripped us off clearly.
MBP, we're coming.
Men in Black International.
JAR MBP.
War.
Neo.
Well, speaking of YouTubers,
Patrick.
actually, big ones, relevant ones. r/JAR Media left a comment saying, "What do you boys think of Lucasfilm hiring the YouTuber Shamook, who made superior deepfakes for them for young Luke in The Mandalorian and Carrie Fisher in the latest Star Wars films? He's done a lot of other great stuff, including deepfaking Mel Gibson into scenes from Fury Road." This guy,
Wow.
really impressive. This shit on YouTube, it's way, 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 way better than the stuff in Rogue One and Mandalorian.
No.
And they've just snatched him up.
No, I love seeing when YouTubers are so good at something they get hired.
Yeah.
It's the guy who did the reload animations for Apex and Titanfall. He just made reload animations
COD.
online. Huh?
And COD.
Apex and Titanfall. But yeah, he was really good, and it's nice seeing that, you know, YouTube is giving people career opportunities.
I mean, if they can just do it better, like, why not?
Yeah.
And especially if it's like their initiative, it's like a
Yeah,
big part of their
it's-
new content.
It's the best thing for a company because you're getting someone very good, but you're getting someone passionate. Because they're only good because passion got them that far.
But here's the
That's
question,
the
though, right? And I
skill you
can't
can't
believe
buy.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I can't believe it's something I'd actually suggest. But should they patch Rogue One and The Mandalorian with
Yes.
like better face swap?
Yeah,
tech?
without a doubt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point in not?
Yeah, only just like on a philosophical level, because we had such a problem with George Lucas tinkering with the original trilogy. But I
Yeah.
think it is different.
It is totally different. I can't really think of another good example.
I think it specifically with something like Rogue One, it pulls the movie back and it doesn't work. It doesn't look right. It like is actually
it looks
wrong.
awful.
It fucks with your head, and you could change it to be way less distracting.
Yeah.
I suppose you can make the case for some of the things from like the original in the same way, but it is a different thing, you know, in my mind.
Yeah, taking an effect and improving it is different to just like adding effects.
Well, this is where I get stuck up there, because like in Empire, the stop motion Tauntaun thing, someone could make the case we could do that in CG now and it would look better, look more realistic or whatever. But I would hate that personally.
No, but that's not using the same effect and making it look better. That would be changing the effect.
Yeah.
But if they're just gonna do the same thing, but make it look better, because like it's just CG to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can't like
Yeah.
if they
I
were like
personally would
changing
like
it
to
to
see
stop
it.
motion, then it would be like, okay, maybe you shouldn't do that. Make that the
Mhm.
main release.
Yeah, because that's the thing about Rogue One that bothers me every time. Like I see clips from it.
Yeah.
where, like that stuff just looks worse and worse as more time goes on, because
Mhm.
that tech's just not there yet. That face shit, it's like so wrong. But this guy is really good. Check out his videos. Let's do a couple more here. Earthworm Jim 721 has one about Dead Space, actually. About our last episode's discussion.
Yeah.
Comment for the barrel or crucible or whatever. I'm putting it back here because I don't know, there's more to say. I have to say I cannot disagree more with James and Jamie on their Dead Space take. Part of what makes Dead Space great is the overwhelming odds of fighting your way through waves of enemies. Part of the core design of the game is to set multiple fast-moving enemies of all different varieties on you at once, each needing their own strategy to take them down. And for that design to be balanced, you need the ammo and action influence. Taking out the action means redesigning the core of the game and losing what is uniquely Dead Space. Atmosphere can be improved with modern lighting and graphical fidelity, as Alex pointed out. As to what they're adding, EA said in a press release that they will add an improved story, characters, gameplay mechanics, and more. The more being potentially cut content from the original release, just a rumour. If they actually do that, it will be a different experience like Jamie was asking for, but without losing the cocktail of action and horror that makes the game Dead Space.
Doesn't Resident Evil 8 throw a variety of fast-moving enemies at you at once? but you're doing the same thing.
I'd
with
say
the
Dead
summon.
Space and Resident Evil 8 are probably on the same action level, to be honest.
Yeah, and one has loads of ammo, the other doesn't. That's what.
Which one has loads of ammo?
Dead Space.
Resident Evil. I would say the balancing's, from what I've seen from 8, is worse in terms of that stuff than like Dead Space, or at least equal in terms of the way it's like harder at the beginning, and the more resources and shit you get, like you just can buy your way to victory in the exact same way.
It's been a while since I played Dead Space 1, but from memory, it's pretty similar. Yeah, I still want it to be scarier. I understand.
That's so subjective, though.
Yeah. I guess I just want it to be more of a survival horror than action horror.
Yeah, I want it to be survival horror. So
but I understand the perspective. I think it could work still with that, like, keeping the core of Dead Space. But
yeah, because that's what I think of as that kind of overwhelming, there's always just a couple too many for what you can handle type design. Or like you got two of the fat ones and like you accidentally shoot one in the stomach and there's like one crawling on the right that you've like missed out on. Yeah, that's what like the gameplay loop is to me. And that's like,
yeah,
I don't know how much.
I don't know, I just never really felt... is it because I was playing on normal? Is that like too easy? I never felt like I was being overwhelmed.
I never felt tense with Dead Space.
Yeah.
I never felt like, oh shit.
It's just not my experience. Like, I was terrified the first time I played Dead Space.
See, but I played it after seeing you play it.
Is that true? I can't imagine.
I was so scared of it. I actually turned the music off in certain parts. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it freaked me the fuck out. I'd like never played a horror game before.
My memory of it playing the first time, I had seen you play it a bunch, but the first time I was just like, fine.
Yeah, because I guess it was the first like horror game I'd like played by myself too. Yeah, it freaked me the fuck out. So I guess it's just something, it represents something else in my mind.
Do you know what's a really weird horror game I remember? I think it might have been on the BBC website or some other website, but it was the Boogeyman game. Where you're in this old abandoned school and you've got to like the toilets to hide from the Boogeyman. I've tried to find it online, I don't even know it exists. It looked terrible, but it scared the living fucking shit out of me so bad.
Kind of sounds like the Slenderman thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Remember when that dropped, that original Slenderman game?
Yeah, that game was...
on it.
Shit, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, that game way better than that piece of shit they released.
The like sequel. Slender,
yeah. No, keep it simple, stupid.
Mm-hmm. That was like a phenomenon. That was such a good little indie thing that was made for that. Let's do two more then. Bye Bye Bad Man says, hello JAR, been watching since the very first cast. Phrases like quick, 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 fart in my eyes, and no, please, in that voice Alex used to do constantly. Do you remember what that is?
You've had lots of voices.
I don't even know
I can't.
Are permanently etched into my brain, sadly. Thanks for providing a genuinely really helpful and humorous group of people talking for the last 5 years of my life. I cannot fucking believe it's been that long. Anyway, I have a question. I remember back in the old casts, and since they were ages ago, I don't remember much, but what the fuck was the sun's eye? I remember you always spoke about the sun's eye, and I really want to know what it's supposed to be. Sorry for the long message, Mingers. Hope you're all doing well. Lots of love from Cosmo.
Thank you, Cosmo, for the long time.
The sun's eye.
We still need to review the sun's eye.
We're not reviewing the sun's eye.
Why not?
Why would we? No, because this was the era. I'm gonna say it was the era where our friendship was the worst it could ever be.
Because sun's eye era.
Because that was the era when you talked to me, but you'd be really secretive about the most fucking mundane fucking things.
Oh, you can't fucking reveal it.
And you would just constantly tell me, James, we need to review the sun's eye. And I would just be like, what the fuck do you mean? And you would just never tell me. You'd never tell me. It was fucking harassment. You were bullying me.
Clearly, we did tell you because you know.
I worked out myself. No, Ruben told me.
I don't. What's wrong with the little sun's eye little?
Yeah, I'd
joke?
say this is a harmlove white little.
No,
lie
because
that
you've
has
done
no
this
impact.
for so long in my life.
No,
This is one of your trolling things. You love changing the name of things and never letting me know.
The one I agree with is Alex. Alex loved the like poo fart o'clock or whatever.
Yeah, I took that too far, and I'll admit to that any day.
No, but at the same time, James needed to learn that he was too obsessed with time.
Nah.
He was.
No, you don't do this. Hey, let's meet up today. Oh, what time? Poo fart o'clock. And no, you'd say poo fart o'clock. I would be sitting in my room waiting for fucking time. It would get to the fucking time, then you'd just be like, why aren't you here yet? You never fucking tell me. I'd waste a fucking day. It would get sometimes it'd get to 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And guess what? I'd ask you what's going on, and you'd all be like, oh, we've all been here for 3 hours. Everyone else, John, Ruben, everyone would be there, but you just wouldn't tell me
bullshit.
the time.
That's
not
Yeah,
fucking
that's
bullshit.
No,
I'm
that's not true.
traumatized by it. I'm fucking traumatized by it, Jamie.
You've muddled shit up in your mind. I swear, because we wouldn't have communicated times outside of that group chat.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have.
We were all in the group chat.
Exactly. So unless you messaged Alex and said what time.
No, because Alex routinely messaged privately about shit. He loved doing that because that was
What
trolling.
do you mean I love doing that? No,
Yeah, you did.
it wasn't that nefarious. It wasn't like to that level. Like I just got the tickle from saying poo fart o'clock, and then it was like back to playing Halo Reach or whatever.
Yeah, and you do that until it was past the time we needed to meet. Like that behaviour fucked up days we were supposed to see each other. Because you'd say poo fart o'clock, and I'd be like, okay, tell me a time then. Poo fart o'clock. Then I'd wait till 7 o'clock and be like, oh, so we're not doing anything today. And you'd be like, oh wait, I did tell you a time. And then we would do nothing all day. Because you'd just be like, poo fart o'clock. I fucking don't. I hate poo fart o'clock so much. It was the bane of my existence.
It really did piss you off. I remember that much.
That's why. That's where all those legendary comments come from Facebook.
Stabbed, drowned, and left.
Because I was just so angry all the time.
Really, that was a poo fart thing.
But the thing is, you should have just turned up. You should. The second Alex said poo fart o'clock.
No, because that's where we have different upbringings. We've discussed
No, we do have
this
different
before.
upbringings, but
If you don't tell me you want me there, I will not be there. I'm not going to assume. That's just the way I am. There's other people in JAR who aren't like that and will just show up. I'm not like that. I need a time. I need to know that you want me. If you don't
but maybe
want
that's the
me,
lesson that poo fart o'clock was trying to teach you all along.
Yeah.
what, that you want me all the time.
Well, essentially.
Do you want me all the time now? So if I just show up, you're just gonna be like,
Well, I mean, like, you know,
okay then.
if you rocked up,
Yeah.
let's say I'm having a cheeky goon sesh at my place, and you rock up and say, let's go to McDonald's. Likelihood is I'm gonna jump in that car and we're gonna go to McDonald's. I don't need to be told like 6 hours in advance that we're going
I
to
do
McDonald's
though.
in 6 hours.
That's how I work. It's just so I know what to do with my day. If we're going out at 7 o'clock,
No,
I can
become
do
spontaneous,
things.
bro. Just live life like a dog.
I live like that's my saying.
No,
I
it's
live
not.
like
That
the
was-
dog.
Ruff, ruff.
That
I
was
fucking
mine.
swear to God that was me.
No,
that was me. Because this was post mental health 3 years ago. I said the advice is to live like a dog. Or it was Alex.
No, but
It
I've
might
been
have
living
been
that
Alex.
way since I was born.
It was fucking me.
It was Alex.
It was not Alex. It was fucking
It
me.
was Alex.
It was me. All right.
No, it was Alex.
No, he's the only one not saying it was him because he knows for a fact.
It's
No, it
not
was me.
you.
Oh, okay then. So when I'd role play being a dog eating chicken legs out of the fridge, then okay, that's fine then.
No, it
I
was
can't
me,
just
though.
be spontaneous.
No, but it was me though.
I literally my whole week is judged by that I have to do things at X times. I work 8 till 5. I have got to do different things at different times during the week. My life is on a schedule.
You weren't working 8 till 5 when poo fart fuck o'clock was being used.
No, I'm on about now. We're talking about the present, bro. So I need to know if we're going to do something on the weekend or after work on a Friday. So if I know a time, I can base things around that because that's something we need to do. But then there's spontaneous times when it's just like, oh, we've just won in Apex. Let's go to McDonald's for the second time in 4 hours. Spontaneous, and I'm fine with that. But bigger things, I need to know time.
Maybe I should bring back poo fart o'clock.
If you bring poo fart, no.
I think James never learnt his lesson.
No, but there was a era, I would say a year or two ago, where James started trying to do the poo fart o'clock thing to get me back.
Yeah.
But I just love it. I'd just be like, okay, this is awesome.
See, no, but I stopped because it doesn't work. It doesn't make you angry, so I'm only playing into your hand, and I'm not doing that. I live life spontaneously and on a routine, because that's peak efficiency.
Well,
He's fasted as well, and it absolutely fucking
I want to
stinks.
fucking punch you in the eye for what you just said, for the record.
What? What?
Just rewind like 30 seconds or whatever. I actually want to fucking roundhouse kick you in the fucking cheek.
What did I
bro.
say? Now you're giving me anxiety. What did I say?
You said, I don't know, it was fucking bullshit, eh?
Well, no, you can't just say it's like,
It was fucking trash.
what, that I live on life on a routine and spontaneously?
Yeah, because it's the most efficient.
It is the most efficient. We all live differently, bro. We all have different lives. How I live's not gonna work for
I
you.
want to fucking spin kick you right into the fucking
Do
chest
it.
plate, mate.
No, do it then. Are you a fucking bitch? Or are you not? Efficiency boy.
I'm your bitch.
I love watching argue while you guys bicker.
How does he feel about it? I don't like the way his eyes dart from person to person.
Yeah, because he's reading the room. He's trying to figure out what's going on here.
He's got serial killer eyes.
He does. He's analysing all of us.
Oh, which one could I kill
Yeah, I
first?
see you. I see you, son of a bitch.
You.
Let's end on this one from your royal flyness. I feel as though this needs to be brought to the attention to you boys. The JARCast, as we all know and love, and gave us the Yogs Pog, have a special connection that brings the entirety of this arc of the JARCast full circle. The Yogs in JARCast is actually an acronym standing for Ye Old Goon Squad.
Wait a
and
minute.
is the name of the World of Warcraft guild where the members of the JARCast met. Thoughts? P.S. Add Goon to the Jar Jar, please, thanks.
Wait, I swear we already knew this. I swear this has come up before. Or am I just having deja vu?
Why would we have the Ye Old Goon Squad thing before the whole gooning?
No, like more recent. Like post-Goon, pre-today.
This was the first time I've read this. I know nothing about the JARCast and the Yogs lore in terms of that stuff, but isn't that really weird?
Yeah, no, that is totally bizarre.
We are the main characters of just life. Everything is building up to us.
Damn, the world really does revolve around Jar.
Yeah. No, that's it's kind of creepy. I'm wondering if me stepping into the ghost room at that ghost time has just thrown the world off of course. Because what happened shortly after COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world's just falling apart. Donald Trump got elected.
That happened before that.
Literally the day after.
The day of. And the ghost looked like Hillary even.
The ghost sounded just like Hillary, I swear it.
You entered another timeline.
What if I did? What if your timeline me is in the other timeline and this timeline me is in the wrong timeline?
It would make sense.
Why? What are you trying to say?
You've changed.
You're out of time, my boy.
But that means
Ye
you've
Old Goon
affected
Squad.
us in this world. Your presence.
That means not only is JAR the center of the universe, but I am the center of JAR, which is the center of the universe.
No, I'm
And in the
still the main
centre of
character
that
of
is the
JAR.
JARCast.
You're the side character of JAR.
Not anymore, my friend.
Is this? Are you breaking the family up?
No, we just entered the
Are you
Jamie
breaking the
arc.
family
Oh.
up right now?
This is the reveal moment where I've been pulling the strings all along.
Are you going to tell me to keep on driving? We watched Fast and Furious 9 and it's fucking terrible.